Any requests from you, John?
Well, you were talking about playing some Jerry tunes.
We could do that. This was I'm into tuning for. I think this is actually a Bobby song. Is that okay?
Oh no.
No, okay.
Sure.
I am wearing my shorts.
They're not tight enough though.
I want to see that. Okay, I think at least Robert Hunter is involved in this one. Am I correct? JD knows more about this song than anyone, I think. But this is another one, in keeping with the Desperado and the Marauder theme, in the Wild West and horses and guns and liquor and murder. Let's do this one. Found me and my uncle, we were riding down South Colorado, West Texas bound. But we stopped over in Santa Fe, that point being just about halfway. Even though it was the hottest part of the day, I took the horses up to the stall, went to the bar and I ordered drinks for all. 3 days in the saddle, know my body hurt. It being summer, I took off my shirt and I tried to wipe off some of that dusty dirt. West Texas cowboys, they're all around. We liquor and money, they load it down. Soon after payday, no one seen the shame. You know my uncle, he started a friendly game with a high-low jack and the winner takes a hand. Well, one of them cowboys, he got sore. Accused my uncle, one night and 2 more. They accused him of cheating, but no, it couldn't be. You know my uncle, he's as honest as me. Well, I'm as honest as every man can be. One of them cowboys just started to draw. I gunned him down, Lord, he never saw. I shot me another man who won't grow old. In the confusion, Mama grabbed the news. Oh, we hightailed it out of Mexico. Come on, JD, let's go. Keep that going, that sounds good. I love them cowboys, love that gold. Love my uncle, God rest his soul. He taught me the good book, taught me all I know. Taught me so well, I grabbed that gold and I left his dead ass there on the side of the road.
Awesome. Should have shot video of that one.
That's a good one.
We have keyboard craziness over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Grateful Dead song for all you people who didn't know what on earth we were talking about before we started playing that.
That's right.
Picking on Bob Weir. Yeah.
who is a legend? You know, I watched a movie about him. I think it's out there in the interweb now. The other one story, and it's just, you know, I've always been a Jerry guy, and I always kind of gave Bobby crap.
Me too.
But he really is something. If you really break down his rhythmic structures in a lot of those songs, it's pretty damn incredible. We are learning some songs for a festival we're doing later in the summer, which is we have to learn a Grateful Dead set, in which we're doing, and it's one thing to grow up with these songs, which I've done, and really, I know all the melodies, and I can sing along, and kind of like loosely get through them. But when you start digging down into some of those changes and some of the chord phrasings and stuff like that, it's a different ball game, and it's really incredible, and it really makes me realize why that stuff touches me so much, even now, years and years later. It's definitely important music. It's not. They just took that sound and created their own thing using a lot of the stuff they used was old blues songs, old folk songs, old jazz songs, and they just put their own bent on it. And I think I'm just starting to realize how important that is.
Absolutely. Yeah, you and I probably went to a lot of the same shows.
Probably, a lot of the East Coast shows. I think my first show was '78 in Boston Garden.
Oh, yeah.
It was my first concert I ever went to. I was 12 years old.
Wow.
And that's when music starts to hit you too. That's when you really become influenced by tunes, by the vibration of music. At that early age, happens to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was just so sick of all the crap that was going on in the '80s that I kept on with it. I kept on going to shows and learning that stuff, and put it down for a while, and came back, and put it down again, and came back. I think I've been like one of those comeback phases.
Yeah, I'm kind of a musical mongrel myself.
But it really taught me a lot about. I would never have heard of Howlin' Wolf, or Marty Robbins, or Doc Watson, or the Dixie Cups, or Skip Spence, or Joseph Spence for that matter. It was the Bahamian guitar player. Anyways, the mumbling guitar player, and that stuff. You start going back and seeing where their influences were, and that's the real. That's the meat of the biscuit. That's the stuff. And then you can keep on going and keep on going, and figure out that these songs are ancient and they came from all over the world. And that's kind of getting back to our new record. That's kind of what that's about too. It's a lot of we do a version of Sugar Baby, which is an old song. And the more I listen to that song, the more I traced it back to West Africa. And so there's music coming up the Mississippi from the slaves from West Africa, and the stuff coming down from northern Canada, and Celtic music and all that, and it kind of smashed all together in the Appalachian Mountains. And